Oh yeah, Apple.
To edit this video
so I had a computer issue, and I had to go up to Apple to get. How can there be, like, there had to be 100 staff working there. I mean, all in their red shirts with that little Apple on it, and they're all like running around with their fucking tablets and shit. And there's like there's more fucking of them than there were people in the fucking shop, like shoppers, and you know. And I still had to wait fucking 35 minutes to just get a fucking simple fucking accessory I needed for my laptop, right? Which you can't get anywhere else. No. Because they make it so that you have to go there. But I mean, having said that, like, you know, I mean, there were people there, and they were in and out, and it's like, I hate going to that whole area of town, Plaza Catalunya. It's like this orgy of consumption, and it's just, it's awful. It's fucking, no, it's absolutely awful, man. It's like you gotta go buy. Do you not take advantage of the newest shiny thing?
You don't take advantage of this time?
No,
Cyber Monday?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I mean, I might after, like, I'm bringing my laptop up to the special guy who does laptops, who does Macs. And if worst comes to worst, I might have to avail of the after fucking Christmas, fucking after the holidays sales in January to buy a new laptop.
You want to live in a world where you got a guy for everything.
I kind of do, yeah. You know, like a Jimmy or a fucking, you know, or a, you know, it's usually a Jimmy or somebody like that fixes shit on the block. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this guy that I have for the Macs. Like, he's great, man. Like, and you go up there and everybody who has a Mac uses them, because the fucking Mac is like, a new Mac is like $2,000. You know? But this guy will keep your old Mac, like mine's from 2011. Yeah. And help touch wood, it's fucking, he can like pull it out of the fire again tomorrow.
You hope so. I mean,
so.
Suji's got a great guy, actually. He just fucking did our laptop over there.
I'll see. I mean, this guy's been really reliable. Everybody I know uses him.
Yeah, he responded very fast, too.
Yeah, everybody I know uses him, so. And, you know, he's got a big client base, and, you know, word of mouth, everybody says he's great, you know what I mean? And I've already got a relationship with him, so, like, I'll bring it up there, and hopefully he can fix it for me.
And that's why I always feel so bad, because it's not like one small bad business means that you have to go somewhere else. But see, like, I got our POS system.
Yeah.
From Sama, because small business guy was sucked.
It's unfortunate when small business guy sucks, but sometimes you have to go with the big guy if you need to get a fucking thing. It's just, you know, you're in the world. You know, you can't live like this perfect, like,
I wish I was pure.
Carbon neutral fucking life in the fucking city.
Nobody fucking lives a carbon neutral life.
Yeah,
just by existence.
I mean, we're made to feel guilty for not living a carbon neutral life.
No, because you don't have the same effect as that fucking Apple does.
No. You know, I mean, and like, you know, I was watching them like churning out new iPhones today in the shop when I was in there, like just throwing them out the fucking door, man. And I don't know who told you that Cash is dead, but I tell you what, she opened that fucking drawer and it was fucking, I tell you what, that's a good spot that's ripe for a fucking armed robbery, because the security guard is a big fat dope and all the other guys who work there are just fucking geeks. Sorry, I'm just saying. If I was that way and I had that kind of a mind, you know what I mean? I would think, you know, easy access, really easy to get away. Nobody's expecting it right in the middle of Plaza Catalunya. Bang, you go in.
I feel like a bank robber now in the leather jacket. I feel like I look suspicious.
You hit the end of the table where they have the fucking cash thing. You just fucking tap on the thing, pull the fucking gun out, go, look, open the fucking drawer, fill the bag up, you're out, you're into the fucking crowd, and you're gone.
This is why you can't live in a world with guys who fix things.
Yeah.
Because you get people like you.
Exactly. So, I mean, you know, I'm not encouraging that kind of activity, you know, and I certainly wouldn't do it myself, but like, you know, maybe, you know, a younger me might have thought about it.
Would you?
Nah, I'm too cowardly. I'm too afraid of going to jail. I'm way too pretty for jail.
You are too pretty for jail.
You know, so I wouldn't do that, you know what I mean? No, I wouldn't, definitely wouldn't do that, but, you know, I just, like, the amount of cash, it was like, there were like people just paying with cash. Oh. Which I thought was really weird, and they were all foreigners, they were all tourists and stuff, you know? You know, I would think everybody paid by card now, but they were just. I was there because I was waiting for them to bring the thing back from the Almacen for me, and again, because it's an old piece for an old computer, they make me wait longer so that I feel like, you know, I should be buying a new thing instead of like trying to get a piece for the old one. You know, it's all a conspiracy against me.
You're such a dick.
And yeah, but I couldn't believe the amount of cash people were throwing over that table. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. That's like lots of drug money going through there.
Yeah.
Apple is a big drug dealer. Get you fixed on one, you know?
It's absolutely true.
They are, like you literally, like you said, like that charger, like the one that we have, And now I'm onto the fucking like the Type C.
Yeah. That's why, like, I went and got one because because I've had this laptop for so long. I've had this laptop for like 10 years.
I mean, that's kind of nice.
Years.
Can I be honest with you? That's good.
That is good. I mean, I've had to get it fixed a couple times, but that's pretty much. It's cost me like 400 over the last 10 years.
If I don't know anybody who has a PC who's had it that long. Maybe I just don't know anyone who's responsible, but I don't think so.
They don't last that long. They're not made to last that long.
No, they're not made that long.
And even the new Macs are not made to last that long either. I mean, and they purposely do shit now. Like, there's a lot of stuff I can't get. I can't use. Like, I can't without, I'd have to upgrade to the next level. I can't go to a higher operating system. And they design it that way, so all the new shit that comes out, like the thing that the OBS software doesn't really run very well on my laptop because it's not fast enough.
And it's so heavy. That app is heavy.
Yeah. It just uses like tons of fucking RAM, and I don't have enough. You know what I mean?
And you can't even add any more to make it.
I can add more, but the guy said it's a fucking 50-50 shot.
Because the processor's probably too old.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot whether it's going to work or not. So I'm just
get a new one later.
I'll get a new one. I'm going to have to get a new one. But anyway, I'm trying to get a couple more years out of this one. Anyway.
Couple more.
Yeah.
See if you get a couple days, dude.
No. Well, yeah. We start with actually, no. You're not fucking far off because we're gonna bring it up there tomorrow and see if you can rescue it for me.
So what's happened in the world?
Oh yeah.
What are you mad about?
I mean, I'm just the whole thing is just fucking. It's the whole place has just gone insane again. Like the money laundering fucking shit and I'm going to reiterate my thing about Zelensky's out, man. He's gone. They're going to get rid of him. They're definitely going to fucking.
Why do you think that?
I just he's outlived his usefulness.
For what, Americans?
Yeah, the Americans are going to. And once the Americans stop supporting him, somebody else.
Oh, he'll get Gaddafi.
He'll get Gaddafi. Yeah, he'll get couped. Somebody else will take over, and they'll be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, like nothing happened. It'll always be that guy. But he's gotten too.
Poor people, man. They just get everyone just gets knocked around.
But he's become a liability because all this money laundering shit is falling down to him. There's so much corruption between him and that Kolomoisky and that other guy whose name I can't remember. I'll put it in the fucking show when I get to fucking edit it. But he was the one who's in London. He bought he's owns tons of property in London. Beravoisky or some shit like that.
Bad sign.
Yeah, and these guys were so fucking corrupt, and now it's all coming to the forefront, and people are like, oh, we can't be associated with these guys.
Well, weren't they? Was he not?
But I think
were they in the Paradise Papers or something?
They were in the Pandora Papers. Yeah.
Pandora Papers.
The Pandora Papers. Yeah, but I think that one of the reasons I think Zelensky's on his way out is because the Republicans are going to take over, and I think the Republicans are going to go fucking hard on investigating Joe Biden. I don't think they're going to try to impeach him, but they're definitely going to investigate. They're going to want to investigate all this Hunter Biden shit.
Oh my God!
All that shit. They're going to. So when that comes up, then all the fucking shit, it's going to stir up that big fucking muddy pool of just filthy, dirty money.
It's so boring, Vinny.
Yeah.
It's so fucking boring. They're all just fucking.
I'm sorry.
They're bad actors.
It's coming.
Yeah, I saw Kevin McCarthy.
The Trump shit was boring as well. I mean, I found the Trump shit boring. Not that I
didn't because it was funny. Shit that was funny.
Well, yeah, no, there was funny shit. There was for sure funny shit. But this was just constantly, endlessly. Oh, he's up. We've got him now. These are the last days, and the roof is gonna come tumbling down. It's and then nothing fucking happened.
I mean, Trump's shit is entertaining because he's appealing to he's trying to be a fake populist, so it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Democrats are trying to be I guess they'd be highfalutin.
They are institutionalists.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
As in they're traditional, as in they're corrupt.
Yeah. The thing about it is it's going to go on. It'll be the same kind of bullshit, but just like with Trump, nothing will come of it. But I think they need to clear Zelensky out because. It's just too much. There's too much dirt there.
You think so?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I know there's dirt there, whatever, filthy. But I don't. Do you think America can afford that right now?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
They've already backed that pony. It's too hard.
But they'll just get another one. They'll get somebody else.
True, but why now?
Because Zelensky is he shot his mouth off about something he wasn't supposed to shoot his mouth off about, and he's saying things that are not what he's become the thing with the missiles that they said they were Ukrainian missiles because they cannot have Russian missiles landing in fucking Poland. Because if Russian missiles land in Poland, that's Article 5 of NATO, and that means everybody has to go. So when they said, no, those are Ukrainian missiles, whether they were or fucking not.
They are.
Zelensky was supposed to keep his fucking mouth shut.
For all
and
intents and
he
purposes, they should be
Yeah.
Ukrainian
Yeah,
missiles.
yeah, they have to be Ukrainian missiles.
They have to be.
Yeah, because
Otherwise.
because if they're Russian missiles, it's World War III. And we can't have that.
God. I mean, like, yeah, because this is all.
But anyway, he bucked the trend on that one, and that was, I mean, that's all it takes.
I mean, good for him if he's telling the truth, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I don't think he'll get quite Gaddafi, but he'll definitely be like, you know, he'll be shuffled off somewhere to some fucking, I don't know, to live in some like, you know, like extradition-free sort of safety zone with all this fucking money that he stole.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think they're going to do that. I think they've
Yeah,
invested
we'll
too
see.
much in the Vogue articles and stuff. I mean,
We'll see.
you think so? You want to bet 20 bucks?
I think they've gotten enough. I think they've gotten enough out of him that they can just let him go. And I
You
think
want
they
to
will.
you want to bet 25 bucks in
Sure.
your moon wallet?
Sure, it's my $25 in my new wallet. Yeah. As soon as it comes back, I'll give you 25, and I'll pay
That's-
Suji the 25 he owes me.
Going on that, I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's getting worse this week.
Yeah.
There's two more, institutions that are going bankrupt today. Crypto institutions. I forget what they're called. There's a big one.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's its name again?
I can't remember. My fucking computer went on me when I was reading the fucking, when I was.
And I was just kind of like, okay. Like, this is
Yeah.
really, really going to go bad this week. There's a lot of people who had a really rough Thanksgiving, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean.
Explaining to your fucking family?
I mean, it's like, you know, it's like when Bear Stearns collapsed on the fucking 13th of March, or 14th of March, or whatever it was, and then 5 days later Lehman Brothers went, and then fucking 8 days later AIG, and then 10 days later the whole fucking thing.
BlockFi and
just-
Nexo are what they're called.
Yeah. I mean,
Huge.
Yeah. So.
Like these are,
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
yeah, well.
But I mean, you know, the real money like slowly marches on. The military-industrial complex. They sent another 550 million to fucking Ukraine. You know what I mean?
Another 550.
Yeah, another 550.
Right?
Yeah. They're just like, you know, they've earmarked like 60, and they've sent like fucking 9 billion of it, right? You know what I mean? So, but earmarking 60 of it means like half. The part that they earmarked, that goes to fucking.
Who does that go to?
That goes to the leafy suburbs of fucking Washington, man. Chevy Chase, Maryland, and fucking, you know, where the it goes, man. That's Silver Springs, Maryland, Chevy Chase, Bethesda. That's where they all live. You know what I mean? And that's where the money all goes.
I don't know. You don't think anything goes to Mar-a-Lago?
I doubt it, actually. No,
honestly.
I doubt it.
Can I say something?
I
You know
doubt
what?
it.
You're probably right about. I was reading something. He's probably going to be found out to be well, he's probably one of the most corrupt people, but probably the least corrupt president in the end.
Probably, yeah.
Because he's so fucking dumb as well.
This is the thing. This is why they hated him. They hated him, and he hated them because they wouldn't let him be one of the guys who got that money.
Yes, and he wanted to be that.
He so wanted to be that.
What
and
an
they were
idiot.
Like, no. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So,
Moron. But he's got he's got probably 60 or 70% of the Republican base into him, I think.
yeah, maybe not. It's hard to tell, man. I mean, like, it's
I
really
know
hard
polls
to
or
tell.
whatever, but I think he has the majority of them just like him.
Yeah.
And I think even people who might vote Democrat still like him. And there's something to that.
Yeah.
There's something to
there
that. And
certainly is.
and it helps.
And then there's a lot of people who are like, fuck it. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they like the comedy. They think the comedy is good. They like just like Brexit. Like they like fucking saying fuck you to the man. You know what I mean?
Even if it
and Trump is
fucking
saying
hurts
fuck
them.
you to the man, even if it hurts them.
Which is so.
Because they're going to get hurt anyway. You know what I mean? I think like people are like smart enough to know that like, you know, voting for the Democrats is not going to fucking fix your life.
Well, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't. I mean, like, you know, the Democrats, the Democrats have demonstrably proved that they are not going to do a goddamn thing to fucking help you out.
No, but it's actually even worse than that. They actually are the ones who help. Like they help the panic.
Yeah.
You're going to not be able to abort a baby.
But I mean, I've always said that the Democrats are worse because
They lie.
They're able to like to through their like this facade of they're on your side and they're helping you out. They're able to pass the shit that the other guys who are evil and hate you can't get through, like Bill Clinton did with NAFTA, like all the like repealing the banking.
Yeah, because they become likable. Like then you can like
exactly.
Shoot drones over on people.
They think they're on your side.
The biggest thing was that there was these MSNBC and CNN counter. Like lie counters on Trump.
Right.
And I remember being like, okay.
They switched that off though as soon as fucking Joe Biden got into office. Oh no, turn the lie counter off. We don't need that anymore because he always tells the truth. I mean, he's a fucking politician. I mean, he's a politician and he's been a politician since he was since I was 11 years old.
He got into Senate then?
Yeah.
In the 70s?
Yeah, 1974.
It's also like a rabid, people say he's like a rabid racist.
A rabid racist and a fucking multi-accused fucking sexual fucking predator.
Then again, though, so is Trump.
Absolutely. I'm not fucking saying that. Like, saying that Joe Biden is a sexual predator doesn't mean I'm saying that Donald Trump is not.
No, that's where your whataboutism is acceptable.
They are both fucking sexual predators. They are both fucking and they're both corrupt as fuck. And I would say even, it's a little bit more, the corruption on the Joe Biden end of it is a little bit more egregious because he's been in fucking political elected office
for years,
performing this corruption for fucking years.
And truthfully, he's probably promising and not going to be able to fulfill fixing things that he probably helped cause.
Absolutely.
Which is crazy.
Absolutely.
If you think about it, it's crazy.
I mean, and things that he's done, like this student loan thing, that's going to go away. The Supreme Court's going to throw that out.
Yeah, they are going to throw that out.
And you know what? Like the cynical among us, like me, would say that it was by design.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes
sense. It makes sense to blame this body of the government.
Absolutely. When you know, okay, well, let's do it in such a way that we know that after the election, we'll get all the fucking bump from young people like not having to pay their student loans back, and then right after the election, fucking pull the rug out, and there's no fucking student loan because those darn Supreme Court guys, you got to elect more Democrats so we can get more Supreme Court guys.
So crazy, they just passed the baton. They're like, you got this now?
It's been at this for fucking years since I was a fucking kid. It's fucking, they're all terrible, man. And voting for a Republican and voting for a Democrat, there's no fucking difference, man. I'm sorry. I mean, if I was back in my district in New York, went Republican in upstate New York.
You think you might have voted?
Actually, the one that's really turned over in New York was the District of Long Island that went Republican, which should be like a solid Democrat fucking seat, but it went Republican. Well, no, I mean, it's not reading the room right, actually, because there's a lot of older sort of boomers that like not so much like Trump, but didn't like fucking Brandon. It's like a hatred of Brandon. They don't like Brandon.
Okay, we got to switch over soon after the break and talk about Clinton, don't we?
Yeah, Clinton and Condi and Jon Stewart.
And history.
Fucking and their misunderstanding of history, or purposeful misunderstanding of history.
The winners write it, right? I guess not,
exactly.
actually. Loser.
Oh, they're both losers. Fucking well.
Feedback. Oof.
Anyway, so yeah.
So Hillary Clinton and Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, interviewed by Jon Stewart, who used to be like a, very much like a contrarian voice.
This is for his show, The Problem with Jon Stewart.
Yeah, the problem in this one was Jon Stewart.
Really he didn't hold them accountable.
No, he did not hold them accountable at all. He didn't push back on any of the shit they said. I mean, he literally sat there and Hillary Clinton said, I need to talk about, Gaddafi because that was on my watch.
And Libya, because that was on my watch.
But this is not, again.
No, but I want to make a larger point because, Gaddafi was a bad actor. Everybody knew he was a bad actor, and he threatened to kill his people by cockroaches.
And,
oh, she said it like that.
Yeah, that was on my watch. She said, we came in because we were asked. We had nothing to do with how it started, and it was like, what the fuck? I mean, the fact that they were the reason that Stevens guy got fucking killed is he got caught in the middle of doing a fucking deal, a weapons deal, and he got fucking murked. But they were fucking pumping weapons into the fucking the rebels there to overthrow Gaddafi.
Yeah.
And the reason
they do everywhere.
And the reason they were overthrowing Gaddafi was because Gaddafi wanted to fucking had the audacity to want to use his own fucking petroleum reserves from his own country for the benefit of his own fucking country. And he wanted to get the other African countries and start a Pan-African like petro-currency to stop trading off the fucking US dollar. And the US was not having that, and Hillary Clinton, as the representative of US hegemony, was not having that, so they fucking overthrew him.
That's true.
And you know, and they talk about like, you know, how like he was an evil dictator and he's going to kill his people like cockroaches, and you know, which is like a quote from a speech that he did make, that he said like, you know, that the people who were protesting, and let's not forget like, you know, what I talked about, the you know, trans-regional web initiative fucking thing that's run by the CIA and the State Department, where they foment revolution everywhere they fucking go. You know what I mean? And they put money, they put massive amounts of money into these fucking groups, and most of the groups that they were putting money into in Libya were fucking like Muslim extremists. Like fucking Islamic fucking militant extremists, right?
Yeah, that was kind of the scary thing of if they co-opted the Arab Spring thing or not.
But they did.
And they did.
They certainly did.
They did. It's just that, it bothers me because it's the same thing as like Ukrainians fighting their war, you know what I mean? I understand, right? I get it. But it's just that there are real people who are really actually striving to do something to protect themselves, and it bothers me the most.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because then we get to sit here and have these conversations, and these people are really fucking dying for something.
No, there's no question about it. But they,
or nothing.
But they cynically fucking use this shit to do
literally
stuff that's also, I mean, they're basically what they cynically use it to put like another dictatorship in power that's more friendly to them.
Yeah.
So like they don't like Gaddafi, and now they have complete fucking just anarchy in fucking Libya.
They put in whoever.
There's nothing there. I mean, it's gone back like, you know. And the thing about Libya is, like, I know a guy who lived in Libya, and a Scottish guy, and he said Libya was amazing. So like, you know, like you talk about like a country that had, you know, that had like universal housing, universal healthcare, universal education. Electricity was like nothing.
Yeah.
Like petroleum products that they got out of the ground, like for Libyan citizens, it was so heavily subsidized. Like it was a really fucking decent place to fucking live.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so you say, but if you had anything to say against Gaddafi, then you went to jail. I mean, that's the point, right? Okay. But I'm going to do a whataboutism now.
Uh-oh.
So if you go against the American order as an American in America, then you do get free housing. It's called prison.
Yes, I mean you could.
Like it's not like, you know.
I mean you could argue Edward Snowden, in some way.
Yeah, or Julian Assange.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, we don't even know what's going on there.
He's going to die he's going to.
No, wait, he's still in England, does he?
He's still in the basement in Belmarsh prison. You know, like.
That dude is getting fucking heavily what do you call it, rendition?
Even if I'm painting this picture of fucking Libya as this fucking like working class fucking heaven, right?
Which it's not.
Which it's not. It's also not what they're painting a picture of, which is Hillary Clinton painting this picture like everybody's living in abject misery, because like it just wasn't true.
Yeah.
It wasn't fucking true.
But you're not, the thing is, it's like, I guess, as we all say that everyone has bias, but I mean, like, there's no way that you're going to get an American politician talk with, oh God, it scared the shit. How many times have I done that?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about your favorite person in the world, Clinton.
Oh yeah, Hillary Clinton again. I mean, just.
Well, she's second favorite.
But I mean, just to let her, I mean, Jon Stewart he sat there and let her just run this narrative that was complete bullshit. And then to make that matters worse, then he talks to Condoleezza Rice, and she says, well, we went into Iraq because we thought they had weapons of mass destruction. And I'm like, no, you knew there were no fucking weapons of mass destruction.
We thought Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. You're going to let that continue, or are you going to take him out? And then do the best that you can in helping people to recover. You have to recognize that it's going to be hard once you take the dictator out.
Everybody knows you knew there were no weapons of mass destruction. It was complete fabrication for you to go in and do what the fuck you did. And like, you saying that is like, and him not fucking pushing back on that was, I thought it was criminal negligence.
On his part.
Absolutely.
And yeah, they were.
Well, I mean, she's gonna fucking lie. That's what she does.
That's what she does.
And so does fucking Hillary Clinton. You know what I mean?
So crazy how Clinton is so still part of the fucking, like, she lost.
Badly, to like the worst candidate ever.
Yeah, it's weird. And she was a woman. I thought she'd really get it together.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I was watching an interesting thing about you know, there's this guy did a mashup of like all the people saying that like how the election was stolen, but not in 2020, in 2016. And it's just like this mashup of like everybody, Clinton, Elizabeth Warren, fucking every single head on MSNBC.
Wow,
and
but
CNN.
at least they conceded.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not.
This fucking asshole.
I'm not doing a whataboutism thing, but I am saying like, well, maybe I am.
Yeah, you are.
No, but I don't mean like that. What Trump did was okay.
You're just saying like, why do you?
You can't say that it's not okay for him, but it's okay for me. You know,
okay, yeah, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
To say that Russia stole the election with absolutely not a single shred of evidence.
Well, I think it came out recently that like some Russian politicians were like, we definitely tried to interfere and will interfere again.
No question about it.
Yeah. Stole.
Stole. Get the fuck out of here.
I think only Americans can do that.
No, talking about Hillary Clinton is talking about how like election machines were hacked, which never ever happened.
Putin is the great disruptor. He has a clear mission to undermine democracies, first and foremost, the United States. You know, Putin's strategy over the last 4 years of literally just ridiculing the United States, undermining us, allowing as well as overseeing attacks on our election structure, on our energy delivery system, on so much else.
You know what I mean? But like, did they put fucking ads on Facebook and put up kinds of all shit? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
But like it pales in comparison, again, with the whataboutism, it pales in comparison to the shit that the U.S. does in every fucking election around the fucking globe.
Have we ever tried to meddle in other countries' elections?
Oh, probably, but it was for the good of the system in order to avoid the communists from taking over. For example, in Europe, in 47, 48, 49, the Greeks and the Italians, we
don't do that now, though? We don't mess around other people's elections, Jim?
Only for a very good cause.
Can you do that? Do a Vine video on a former CIA director.
Only for a very good cause in the interests of democracy.
All right, thanks for being here. It's always great to see you.
Including in Russia.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be, because they propped up Navalny hardcore.
I've shown you the fucking picture. I don't have it on my phone at the moment.
What?
But I have it on my laptop. It's Time magazine, and it's a picture of Boris Yeltsin, and it says "Yanks to the rescue," and we got Yeltsin elected because the communists. This was like 93.
Was it 93? Would it not be 91?
92, 93? No, I think it was 93. Could even have been as late as 96.
Oh.
I can't really remember. But like the communists were doing really well. No, it was later than that. It would have been like 94 or 95.
Okay.
Because the communists had been doing really, really well. Because people were pissed off with the way that the shock therapy of neoliberal fucking, like no holds barred laissez-faire capitalism was destroying everybody's life in the Soviet Union.
They were getting robbed.
They were getting robbed. And so the communists were doing really well. So the U.S. came in and interfered.
1991.
Was it 91? No, that was the first time he won.
Oh, you're talking about the second time.
No, the second time.
It's already got fucked.
Yeah.
So you're right.
That was the first time. I think if you put Yanks to the rescue and images, it'll thing, and I think it was. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know that the reason that
96.
96. Yeah. So they.
96.
That headline. And this is what we've been doing for fucking years. And the Russians put a few fucking Facebook ads up and did a bit of troll farming shit. And it has no fucking, absolutely nothing in comparison to what it would, and the amount of money they spent was like minuscule.
Okay, but also like if you just go up one way, the elections are not just fixed. They don't matter who wins because corporations have already paid for it 10 times over.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, don't worry about Russia. I think I saw this stupid sign. It was like something like, "Don't worry about the guy coming in a caravan. The guy who's really fucking you is rolling up in a limousine." Yeah. And it's true.
Yeah. Like, so like to have her be allowed to say whatever the fuck she wanted to say about everything that she's ever done.
And him of all people.
Yeah, because he's been like.
But he is kind of the mouthy Democrat pet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think he's amazing for the stuff of going after
Yeah.
The 9/11 people.
He went a lot. Yeah. He's gone.
The firefighters.
The firefighters and the fucking
fighting for them
burn
to get
pit victims
yeah.
and all that shit. Yeah. But again, it's well within the sort of confines of like, still like, respect the troops, respect the first responders, and, they're amazing, and, America's a great project. It's just we've made a few mistakes along the way. You know what I mean? And that's the attitude.
Yeah, that is such a fucking bullshit piece of like, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's like people who are like, America was founded on da-da-da, and I'm like, no, on a business of slavery.
It was not founded on anything.
I'm sorry, like on a business of hardcore fucking slavery.
They came in and they fucking murdered fucking the indigenous people.
Yeah.
And used slave labor to cement the legacy that still lives to this day. I mean, there are people who made money off of slavery and survived, like Lloyd's Bank of London.
Yep.
Really, they should be reparationed right the fuck out of business, because their whole fucking business was ensuring the transatlantic slave trade. So, I mean, back onto Hillary Clinton. Not that I could blame her for the slave trade. If I could, I fucking would.
You might be able to.
I bet you I could figure out a fucking way. It's definitely 6 degrees anyway. But like. That Jon Stewart can just sit there and let like Hillary Clinton and Condoleezza Rice just peddle that bullshit, and you should look at the YouTube video. Look at it on YouTube. The problem with Jon Stewart. You look at it, read the comments, and then the comments are all everybody's like, "This is disgraceful.
Oh no,
you're a fucking disaster. You're a fucking loser."
I think I saw a Majority Report. Sam Seder. He was like, "Wow." He was like, "You fucking changed the truth."
And even him, like he's not exactly. I mean, he's kind of establishment-y as far as I'm concerned.
Sam Seder.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You don't like him?
It's not that I don't like him. I think he's like he's like more establishment than like.
I find it weird the way he, like, I know that he's one of those dudes who just gets off on debate. Yeah. So those people sometimes get lost in the fucking just nuance.
I mean, but he'll say things like
vaccine stuff.
He'll say vaccine stuff, but he also said like, I don't care about Hunter Biden's laptop. I don't care if Joe Biden was like. Had children in his basement. He's better than Trump. It's like, no,
he said that?
Listen, I don't care what's in Hunter Biden's. I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared, right? It's like, there's nothing. First of all, it's Hunter Biden, right? It's not Joe Biden. But even if whatever scope of Joe Biden's corruption is, like if we could just go down that rabbit hole endlessly and understand that he's getting kickbacks from Hunter Biden's deals in Ukraine or wherever else, right? Or China. It is infinitesimal compared to the corruption we know Trump is involved in.
The Trump derangement shit that took over those people. Like, to allow, you've seen what happens, like, it's sort of like, and then the Condoleezza Rice and Hillary Clinton and Jon Stewart thing is a perfect sort of microcosm of that, because, Hillary Clinton, who has always been like okay for the Democrat, like media people, right? Yeah. But now Condi's in there as well, because she's anti-Trump. That's all you have to do is be anti-Trump. Yeah. Like
Liz Cheney. She's cleaning up her dad's legacy in a second.
Liz Cheney is cleaning up her father's legacy. Yeah. Liz Cheney.
She's going to be the new Meghan McCain. I'm a maverick.
And that woman that woman who's like in, they were always all like in, like the Neo Con and neoliberal project was the same exact fucking thing. Because Victoria Nuland, who's like the head of the fucking...
I hate this woman.
Yeah, who's now the head of the fucking Ukraine project, right?
Yeah.
She was in Ukraine in 2014 for the coup, right? I played the fucking tape on one of the other things we did that was leaked, right?
Oh, yes, we did.
Her fucking husband is a guy called Robert Kagan. Robert Kagan and Bill Kristol wrote were the founders of the Project for a New American Century, which always comes up when you talk about 9/11, because there was one of their documents in Project for a New American Century called Rebuilding America's Defenses, and the line is that we will find this a long and arduous process unless there's an event like a new Pearl Harbor. I can't remember the exact.
I don't even know how many times they described 9/11 as a Pearl Harbor.
Yes. And they use that, and that's her husband. And then these people are like, and they believe that, and these were people that Rebuilding America's Defenses thing was written in 1999. PNAC was founded in 1997 by these guys, and their goal was to overthrow the entire fucking Middle East. This is before anybody even thought about 9/11. When 9/11 came, it was like, right, pull the trigger, because they had all the shit in place and were ready to go. And these are who these people are. Hillary Clinton's one of those people. Absolutely one of those fucking people.
Yeah, but she's... Yeah.
Joe Biden, absolutely one of those people.
That's true.
Victoria Nuland, certainly one of those people. Condi Rice, one of those people. They were all on fucking board with that shit. All of them were on board with that shit. They were all on board with the Patriot Act. They were all on... Barbara Lee was the only one who voted against the fucking Patriot Act. One fucking senator from California. Anyway.
Doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible, but I mean, that's who Hillary Clinton and Condoleezza Rice are. And the thing is, like, I expect them that they were who they are.
It's him.
But Jon Stewart is supposed to be like the anti that.
Do you know what
and he just sat there and let them...
You know, that's funny, isn't it? Because you're like, well, what, Condoleezza Rice was obviously traditionally a Republican, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then her being a Democrat, and you look at them sitting with a media person who lets them... It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of a great
Yeah.
example for how this goes.
Yeah. Somebody put one of the YouTube comments I read was like, wow, this is really showing diversity. A Jewish man and an African American woman and a female gargoyle can all be fucking together on the same thing. And I was like, well, I like that guy.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. I was fucking raging. I didn't fucking come up with it first.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
just checking.
But yeah, I mean, like he just like sat there across the table from those two bloodless ghouls, and it fucking basically nodded his head like a fucking like a patsy, and just agreed with everything they said. It was fucking horrendous, man. You know, and then there were other people, like just moron fucking media people commenting like, "This is what we need: more reasoned debate." Like, fuck you. Reasoned debate, my arse.
And think about it, that's the dude who broke that Tucker Carlson show, like in the maybe like the mid 2000s, Crossfire. That was him.
Yeah, he fucking destroyed that show.
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
And we all thought that would be the end of Tucker Carlson. Look at him now.
No, God, no.
Look at him now.
No.
He's the king of Fox now.
He's the king of Fox. He's another spoiled little fucking rich brat who's never worked a day in his fucking life, man. Fucking soft-handed fucking Nancy boy.
And also another rabid bigot.
Oh, yeah.
He's real racist. You see that recently? Actually, saw was it some NFL coach as well they saw him as a picture, like, he's like blocking the kids from coming in during the, who's this? Oh my God.
I don't know, but I mean, yeah, Tucker Carlson's a fucking racist asshole.
I guess they all are.
Yeah, there's a panoply of terrible people running the fucking show.
Because they're gonna just not have any empathy, and like literally watch the world as it burns.
Yeah, I mean, and like, you know, like I said, my experience in the Apple store today was like, you know, just went to show. It's like, we're fucked. Because people were just like, yeah, give me more, I want more shiny things. Wait a minute, can I have the new version of the shiny thing that I bought last year that's just a little bit less shiny, but I want a shinier one now? And it's like, you know, it's the same fucking thing. It does the same fucking shit. You know, and like, you're going to get a new one every year. And even if you don't, it's designed to fucking, like, it's designed to be obsolete in a fucking year, another 2 years anyway. It's ridiculous. I mean, how many of these fucking things are in the fucking, like, in Mali, like in a big fucking pile where people are just burning, the children are burning them to get the metal out so they can sell it back. It's fucking horrible, man. And, you know, and I'm part of it. I can't, you know what, I can't get away from it. It's you know, what, I can go live out in a fucking cave?
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, but they could make this fucking thing. I guarantee you, they could make this thing last 50 fucking years.
Yeah, but they don't want to, because they know that you're gonna buy it next year.
Yeah. And you know, and we're as stupid for fucking putting up with it, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can make these fucking things last 50 years.
They're almost designing humans. Like, I mean, they're. I mean, I was thinking about it. Like, even if you look at social media and stuff, it economizes your time and attention.
Yeah.
So this is.
Yeah, you're the product.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you get on social media and it's just like fucking, it's an hour of your life gone and you don't even realize that you've fucking gone an hour. You know.
And you're watching videos of food and working out and clothes.
And you're
things that you're not doing
doing
anything,
that shit.
but you feel it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, maybe I just tell them, oh, fuck it, don't fix my laptop. I'm done.
You done? And then do what?
Yeah, exactly. Then what am I going to fucking do? Well, I won't be able to edit this video, so. You know what I mean? I like doing that. That's a thing. It's a something. I do something.
I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'd like to do more. You know what I mean? I do it like 3, 4, 5 times a week.
You know what? There's, honestly, I would say protesting doesn't even work anymore. Even that.
No,
It's
been, yeah.
I think it's more just.
We just got to let it play out and see what happens. You know what I mean?
I hate to say this, but you know, like, there are people who are fucking going crazy, and they're believing these lies, and they're shooting up people in America. And what happened last week?
Oof, I mean, which one?
Well, like, look at it, like.
Yeah, which one?
Which one?
There was one in Idaho.
One
there was
in
one in
Colorado.
Idaho, and one in Colorado, and one in Virginia.
Waiting for it to be played out is getting picked off, I think.
Yeah, you know, and like the one in Idaho was like a stabbing thing, right? This guy went in and stabbed a bunch of people, right?
Oh, well, if you had a gun, you could have stopped that.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm sure the inevitable jokes about like, oh, do we have to make, no, now we need to make knives illegal. And like, you know, I'm sure that's coming. And, you know, but like, yeah, it's the whole, this is why people do, this is why you're in a fucking society that fucking, like, it's just, it's not, there's nothing fulfilling about it, man. You know what I mean? There's like nothing. I mean, people turn to these ridiculous fucking like mega church religions and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause, like,
it's just like nothing.
Because have you ever thought about it, the way that we live our lives, the way that it's like kind of constructed? You don't even really question why you're here, what you're doing. You can understand why people go to mega churches. You don't really allow people to find any purpose. I mean, you basically work to death if you're lucky.
Your purpose is to fucking stay alive long enough to buy another one of them.
Yeah. So that
You know what I
somebody
mean?
else can buy something.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And nobody's actually happy.
No.
Even the really rich ones. Actually, we
No.
don't even know. Maybe they are.
You know, they're probably not. I mean, because it's like such a, like, what a, you know, like, what a
bleak
hollow
prospect.
fucking life, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, I'm not like unhappy. Like, I'm okay, man. You know, I did all right, you know what I mean?
No, I get you did it. I get that, but...
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm okay where I am as well. I mean, I'm like happy. I've got friends, and you know, like, I do, man. I can come.
No, I'm sorry. You're just saying it the most. You're just saying it the most. No, not about having friends. It's just the most convincing thing I've ever heard. Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm kind of cool. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's like hard for me to say it without sounding like I'm being like boastful of my like being better than anybody else.
No, I don't think you're being boastful. I think you're not being boastful enough. I think you should. But I think that you're right. It's hard to really say that and enjoy it when you see that majority of the people in the world are fucking suffering.
The fucking punk ass kid. I grew up in the fucking like in shitty Manhattan in the '70s, you know, and I
probably better than people living in Manhattan now.
Well, probably, yeah. Well, no, I mean, not my
don't
fucking
know.
neighborhood, no.
No, I don't.
But I mean, you know, like, you know, I was fucking, when I was 14, I fucking lived on the street for fucking 4 months. You know, I got over that and I fucking moved back home and.
What made you come back? Poverty?
It's just poverty, yeah. I was working, but I was like bumming around. I was like sleeping in the fucking roof of my friend's place.
Yeah,
and
I mean, that would be terrible.
it gets shitty after a while, really shitty, and then I had to go back and apologize to my dad, and he punched me in the face, of course. But, you know.
I'm sorry.
But I got through that, you know what I mean? And I fucking wound up here in Barcelona. I'm sitting next to a beautiful woman, talking shit every fucking week. I'm fucking doing great. Get out of here.
That's it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
He punched you in the face.